You wake up after a full night's sleep, and you're already tired. Not the kind of tired that coffee fixes, the kind that sits behind your eyes and doesn't move. If that sounds familiar, this video might explain why, because there's a difference between being tired and being burnt out, and most people don't realize they've crossed that line until they're well past it. Today I'm going to walk you through 5 signs that your exhaustion is actually burnout, so you can finally start addressing the right problem. The World Health Organization classifies burnout as an occupational phenomenon, but honestly that definition is too narrow. Parents burn out, caregivers burn out, anyone who's been giving more than they've been getting for too long burns out. It's not a character flaw, it's not weakness, it's a physiological response to prolonged stress with insufficient recovery. And the tricky thing, burnout doesn't always look dramatic, it often just looks like a version of you that used to care more. Sign number 1, you feel exhausted no matter how much you sleep. Normal tiredness responds to rest, burnout doesn't. When your nervous system has been in high alert mode for weeks or months, sleep stops being restorative. Your body is still releasing cortisol, your stress hormone, even when you're lying still, so you wake up at 6 a.m. feeling like you never went to bed. This isn't insomnia, it's your body stuck in a stress loop it doesn't know how to exit. If you can sleep 8 hours and still feel like you've run a marathon, that's your first signal. Sign number 2, small things feel enormous. Someone asks you what's for dinner, and something in you snaps, not necessarily outwardly but internally. You feel a disproportionate wave of irritation or overwhelm or just blankness. This happens because burnout depletes your emotional regulation capacity. Think of it like a battery. When it's full, you handle minor frustrations easily. When it's running on 3%, a question about dinner feels like the final straw. You're not becoming a bad person, you're running a system with almost no resources left. Sign number 3, you've stopped enjoying things you used to love. Not just big things, small things. A TV show you used to look forward to now feels like effort. A hobby sits untouched. You scroll through plans with friends and feel a quiet dread instead of excitement. Chronic stress suppresses dopamine pathways, meaning your brain literally becomes less able to feel reward or pleasure. It's not a mood, it's a neurological effect of prolonged overwhelm. Sign number 4, you feel detached from your own life. Like you're watching yourself go through the motions, dropping the kids off, going to meetings, making dinner, but not really there for any of it. Psychologists call this depersonalization, and it's one of the 3 core components of clinical burnout. It's your brain's protective mechanism. When it can't process any more input, it starts pulling back from the world, not because you don't care, because it's protecting you from complete overload. Sign number 5, you feel guilty for resting. Here's the cruel paradox of burnout. The people most in need of rest are often the ones least able to allow themselves to have it. You sit down and your brain immediately starts cataloging everything you should be doing. You feel lazy, unproductive, like rest is something you have to earn. But rest isn't a reward for completing everything. Rest is what makes completing things possible. If you can't switch off without guilt, that's burnout telling you it's taken root. If you recognized yourself in any of those 5 signs, you are not broken. You've just been running too hard for too long without enough recovery built in. In the next video on this channel, I'm going to walk you through what actually happens to your nervous system when you're chronically stressed, and more importantly, what you can do about it in under 5 minutes a day. If this video resonated, subscribing genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need it. And drop a comment below, which of those 5 signs hit closest to home. I read every single one. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.